better. It has to get better. I know I've heard that Iowa, and I know Iowa's bad. I didn't think Missouri was so bad, but so far Missouri hasn't been that good. Are we back? We should be back. We should be good. We should be kicking. Are we back? Are we good? Alright. Hopefully it won't keep going in and out. Hopefully we get past all this. Oh, I don't know where exactly we are, but alright guys. Awesome. Thank you guys. So I was trying to talk to you guys about the gas station that I stopped at about, I don't know, an hour ago now, it seems like. And our signal's bad, maybe a half hour ago. But, yeah, it should work for a while. So, I pull off the highway somewhere in Iowa, and we're about 15 miles from Missouri. And I don't even remember what town they said it was. But, anyway, when you pull into the gas, it's a Casey's. When you pull into it, it legit, like there's an old truck, beat up truck with like a bunch of stuff in it. Looks like someone lives out of their truck probably. And I go in there and there's like nobody else there except for the two women working. And one of the ladies has like got some missing teeth and just kind of looks like one of those like, Southern whatever, I don't want to judge, but I'm just saying like it kind of made me feel like I was in one of those horror movies, like, oh hey, wait till you, Hicktown, but like kind of like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre type thing, like, you know, someone kind of plays off as semi-normal, hey, you want to meet my family kind of thing, you know, so it was a little bit crazy. Just your average Saturday night at a gas, yeah, I guess, I mean, out in the middle of nowhere in Iowa with no signal or no good stuff, it seems like the perfect place for a plot or a scene of a movie to me. But here we go. We're cooking along. We're rolling strong. I mean, hell, we've made great time. I think I've spent maybe $60 in gas so far. Oh yeah, she would. The kids would just let the dog out, let the door open, and let the dog out, and she would put a hole in them pretty quick. So first car just went, yeah. No, there's been cars, but it's been like this. It's like you see one car, and it's crazy, man. It's like no. I mean, I get the timing's weird, but other people have to be traveling, you know? Not saying everybody is, but man, I don't know. When I picked up another cappuccino, I think that's all what's been kicking me and been helping me get through this. But I feel really good, guys. It's 3:30. I don't feel like super tired. You may have heard my voice, but my eyes aren't heavy. So, Chicago. Yeah, right? Pick your butt up. Yeah. And hell, the new fish. There you go, Dave. Dave back in the house. We're on our way to Florida, but whoever else is in here, the fourth person lurking, hope all is well with you. You can come out and say hi if you'd like, or you can just lurk as if you wish. Nah, you should be good. It says public. You should be fine. Doesn't say I lost you. You should be good, guys. You shouldn't have lost me, guys. Somebody type something. Yeah, no, I didn't. It didn't even say poor connection or inactive or anything. I can't wait till we hit St. Louis, man. St. Louis is just awesome. I'd almost rather hit St. Louis. It was about 150 miles. Ouch. It's about 150 miles, probably about 20 miles ago. maybe. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's 114 miles now. So yeah, it was about 36 miles ago. It said about 150 miles. So we are. I'd like to kind of go through St. Louis before the sun comes up because it's really beautiful at night. I've driven through St. Louis a couple different times during the night, and just all the lights and stuff. And you guys pretty much see it all because you can see it as it's facing front, right? Most of what we've been seeing is just a road with nothing around pretty much the whole time. But hopefully that's all going to change here soon, and we don't lose signal anymore. Channels I unsub to will not leave my feed. Why do you... I don't understand. So, in a couple days, I've been unsubbed to about 10 channels I watch on the regular. So, why did you unsub them? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Channels I unsub to will not leave my feed. But if you watch them on the regular, why are you unsubbing them, Dave? If you're watching them on the regular... Oh, you didn't. Okay, well, the way I read it first... So, the first time it said channels I unsub to will not leave my feed, meaning it sounded like you unsub channels and they won't leave your feed, like you did it because you wanted to. I gotcha. They still have the old Rams. That's a good question. What's the stadium's name for Tennessee? The new stadium? Cooper, what's up, brother? Of course, choice in this matter. So Super was the one probably lurking. He was the fourth person that wasn't. They finally said, "Holy crap, you guys are still up." We had a little patch. Obviously, you knew that when you were on earlier, unless you had left for a while and before we hit it. But we hit a bad patch. And in the patch, content from channels that do it. Well, that's so weird, man. Yeah, YouTube is quirky with their algorithms, man. Oh, here we go with losing connection again. Yeah, YouTube is really quirky with the human energy drink is rolling, that's right. Yeah, I know, right? They need to fix their highway Wi-Fi, right? So we have 61 south. 61 south. Alright, we're good. I just want to make sure I get on the right deafness. Are you snacking on the... Are you snacking onto... I'm not snacking on anything. I'm drinking cappuccinos. I just stopped to get gas in a dead spot about half an hour ago, and I got another cappuccino. So I'm pretty good, man. Next time we get gas, which will probably be in about 3 hours, be about 6:30. Grab something, breakfast, something. Get some food in me, and then probably drive another couple hours, and then hopefully by then my oldest will be ready to drive for a couple hours. Chewing on some fresh what? Some fresh trout, yeah, right. Yeah, Zoe, what are you doing? Dog just came flying up. That was a weird hill. It's kind of crazy. That was a little weird. Alright. Anyway, chewing on yeah, so I actually sold that car to I put it up and let a bunch of people make offers on it, and I ended up selling that trout to BIT hype. She just won't sleep. She's I think she's too worried about me, like thinks she's gonna go to sleep and miss something, or I'm gonna not be there when she gets up. I don't know. It's weird. It's just a separation thing. Well, I think we've been getting about 3 hours. Again, remember, this vehicle I rented is a 2019. I think it's got pretty good gas mileage. I've only spent $60 so far on gas. $60. And I haven't even been empty in most cases. I just, you know what I mean? Like, it's been almost like a quarter left. It's good. It's in there with the bad again. Jeez, come on. Fix your Wi-Fi, highway. Let's go. Zoe, chill out. Fully down. Spin me round, round, like a rocket, baby. Round, 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 round. You spin me like a rocket, baby. Round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Don't wanna feel no frown. What's the worst baseball card product you all bought this year? Been amazingly awesome. I'm in love with High Number. That's really good product. Archives is, Archives is hit or miss, but at least you're, I don't know. At least everything in Archives you get an auto, right? You could get a Shane Doolittle, but I don't know. I would say Prism, personally. Topps Chrome for you, really? I love Topps Chrome. In fact, I think I'm gonna get a 2017. Topps Chrome HTA. That's going to be maybe even a case. I number everything else. Hard R. Hey, Hard R, man. What's up, brother? How you doing? You waking up, getting ready for work, or are you just still out partying? Welcome. We're somewhere in Missouri right now. We've gone, 500 miles. We got about another 1,000 to go. So, the dog still hasn't taken a nap or even went to sleep. She's too worried about me. New vehicle, new scenery. You should probably slow down. It's like 35 here. I don't know. Alright, maybe we're in Branson, Missouri. Shout out Young Vlogs. I doubt it, but if we are, no, we're in Hannibal. Imagine living in Hannibal. Hannibal, Missouri. I'm trying to remember if this is where Ice Poseidon came. I think this is where Ice Poseidon came. When he was out here with his girlfriend or something. I'm almost positive this is. Or they're right off the highway here. Alright. Where are we going? We're just going to stay on this road, I guess. 61. 64. I love these highways that go through towns and they're like highways with stoplights. It's the Economy Inn Suites. Yourself your own room for the night. Optic blows tops. Optic is awesome. Guys, I was shocked. What's his face? Mud Dog, Kelly Cards. He did that 3-box Optic hobby break the other night. He pulled, it was 3 boxes, but still, he pulled I hit a Tatis to 50, not an auto, but just a Tatis to 50. He pulled a Vlad non-auto to 10, gold. He pulled a Pete Alonso, to 50 auto? I mean, just some nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Stuff is definitely good. Definitely good. At least we're like seeing a little town action here. Not just old road, you know. Like when we hit St. Louis, if you guys have never seen or been to St. Louis, it's pretty sweet. And like I said, hopefully it's still dark when we hit St. Louis, because super like gets lit up and stuff. Super says, ouch. Looks good. Yeah, they are. Well, so talking about a baseball and then talking about a football product, and some of you guys I know, some of you guys aren't into football at all, some of you guys do them all, whatever, but I love the look of the product. But what I can't stand, put rookie kickers in there. You have like 4 different rookie kickers you don't even know about, you haven't heard about. They got, well, Unparalleled's like not even $100 a box, I think. 2 autos, 1 mem card. They put just like all these linemen, tons of linemen as like the rookie. Like, it's hard to pull like the good top names, which in a sense to me that helps. Not, man, what is are the families of these linemen and these other guys like paying to make sure my son has a card that comes out, his rookie card for a right tackle. Yes, I agree. And like I've said before, in my own personal opinion, this is just my opinion, are what hold the value. Running backs, receivers. I mean, God, there's some great football players, and their cards just aren't worth crap. And that's true. That are drafted from the 7th round. And now guys from the 6th, 7th round, like Tom Brady and them, I get it. St. Louis, 99 miles. I get it. You know, there's guys that come out of there, but let's not have linemen that were drafted in the 7th round on a rookie card in a set. Like, that's going a little overboard. So you buy a box and you get nothing, but you maybe know 1 or 2 of the vet cards in there, and then all the rookies and everything else are just garbage. No value, no nothing. It's kind of ridiculous. We've had some good talks, man. I like this. You keep me up, keep me awake. It's almost 4 o'clock here. I don't really like buy football except some Donner as plasters. Yeah. Yeah, we've had some awesome combos just chilling. Keeping it going. Basketball's going to be, well, yeah, man, basketball's going to be insane this year, but here's what's going to happen. And honestly, guys, here's what you guys should all do. Here's what you all should do when any product comes out, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, is jump on it when it first releases, or buy it ahead of time, like first lines and stuff, especially this basketball stuff, because like basketball, once it releases, I bet you a majority of the product, once people are pulling a Zion rookie out of the box, the box value is going to be doubled. I mean, it'd even be a good thing if you want to make some money, invest in some boxes and flip it. Because, yeah, once Zion's pulled a few times, good night, Irene. It's going to be crazy. what I was saying. Like, jump on it, maybe get some for yourself and buy some to resell and then flip a few. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's people out there that are going to buy it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Let's pick up some blasters of chrome. Yeah, it's a good idea too, but you got to be real good about, like, if you're going to hold on to them to sell down the road, like later, you got to be really good about, like, be disciplined and knowing you have product there and not rip it. That's the hard part. Looking forward to not getting a single hit. What a dance. What's up, Taco Meat? How you doing, man? Yeah, I know, man. YouTube sucks with their algorithms and everything. What's tomorrow, or what? Is there a break? Donruss Optic? Oh, you got an optic. Donruss Optic break. Hard R. How much is it a spot? I'm stashing. Guys, get that break filled for him, man. I'd maybe take a spot, but what's the cost? That's usually how it works. What's up, Lethal Outdoors? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I know, dude. I'm being good, man. I got some good people here keeping me active, keeping me awake, keeping me talking, and just keeping me on the road, man. Keeping me focused. So, appreciate you popping in. We had a little bit of a dry spell with a bad reception, finishing up Iowa, getting into Missouri. We're deep in Missouri now. We're about probably 90 miles from St. Louis. Can't wait to hit St. Louis, get some big town, you know, scenic scenery to look at, and just take it in, man. For some that haven't been to St. Louis or been other places, we got a bunch of bug spots on the window. I apologize for that. See if I can get room service to take care of that later. Savage Beach. What was Savage Beach? Was that, when did that come out? $19 shipped. And what is it, a team? Hard R, is it for one team, or what is it? Random? Is this optic one box? How many boxes? Was that a 90s classic? Was it really that old? You know what? I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of that movie, the two guys that are like the surfers, and they share that girlfriend, and they're like into some fucking crazy shit. No, not Point Blank. It's similar to that, but no. What I'm saying is, like, these two guys, they actually share this girl. Like, it's like she's both of their boyfriends. Like, and they all live together. Like, they know it. Like, they all, the two of them are like best friends, and then they like, this girl is both of their girls. And it's like something where they pretty much live like out on the beach. They all get shot up at the end of the movie, like out in the middle of nowhere, like a... Oh, you got, 3 hobbies, optics, 17, 18, so is it, okay. Let me go back and see, I didn't see what you said about, let's see, random. Hard R, if you want, save me, I'll take a spot. I'll have to hit you up like in the morning when I'm not driving. Just send me an email with your PayPal. You can do it now if you want to remind me, and then I'll get a spot. Nice, you're going fishing, brother? That's awesome. Yeah, Lethal Outdoors is a real one, man. Absolutely. Zoe's doing better now. She's been, you know, I got her some, just in case, because I knew it would be a new vehicle. She's not familiar with the new vehicle and things, and being in a car for so long. She goes with me everywhere around town and stuff, but I got her these like these stress vitamins, like to calm her down. And I think she's finally ready to sleep. She's been a trooper. She's been going out for almost 7 hours. So, and this is way past her bedtime. He does them naked, yeah. He's got to be careful though, because if he flips the camera and we actually get a shot at his pee-pee, he will be banned from YouTube. And then he'll be doing hashtag feels bad, man. What? Really? It's weird. Arana boys, you just waking up, brother? Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You can get banned for a lot of things. YouTube can ban you for a lot of things. Arana, morning, brother. Hope all is well. We're probably, 80 miles, 75 miles from St. Louis right now, somewhere in Missouri. So we're gonna get some better scenic. Sunrise should be coming here in a couple hours. It's already 4 o'clock. We're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I know some of that should be too. I mean, and some of that holds true to how much weight they pull, which I don't believe is right, but at the same time, what can we do, right? It's like what I always try to say: control what you can and let go of what you can't. Yeah, we got a good little crew in here at 4 a.m. in the morning. It might be 5 somewhere else. It might be 2 somewhere else. Yep, how much money YouTube is making. Yeah, because guys, again, let's talk about this a little bit, okay? Let's talk about how much YouTubers make, and it's a wide range, right? Because it all depends on how many subscribers you have, to how many views you get, to ad revenue, to super chats, to everything else. But here's the thing, like, I talked about this the other day, I think, in one of the streams, maybe even yesterday. Like, you get paid legit, you get paid like 75 cents to $1 per 1,000 views you get. So, let's just say somebody like me, like, I may not get 1,000 views until like 8 or 10 streams. Now, my auctions, I'll get 5, 6, 700, but that's like once a week. And it basically takes 2 of them to get that 75 cents to $1. So, unless you have 500,000 views, 1 million subs, 1 million views, yeah, those guys make good money, but again, they don't get, you're thinking about how much money they take from them. And then on top of that, all the super chats, like if you do everything through super chat, YouTube takes like 70% of it. So if someone donates $10 in a super chat, you get like 3 of that $10. YouTube gets the rest. That's why, like, IRL streamers that do donations, and that's like their main thing, They'd rather you donate through like the Streamlabs link or something else, because Streamlabs doesn't take near as much as YouTube does in every donation. So I don't know about that, Chi-Town. I think there's fees on top of that too, brother. You don't get that much, man. I know some IRL streamers that, you know, they make almost six figures a year, and of it. So well, right. No, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not monetized yet. I mean, you gotta submit it all, and it takes time. It can take, you know, they say they can get back to you within a couple days, and then whatever. And usually you'll get approved once you hit all your stuff, as long as you don't have copyright strikes, you don't have, you know, community guideline strikes, things like that. Yeah, it can take a long time. Like, it could take 30 to, I don't know, I think 30 to 60 days. It could take up to. Man, it's really tough. You know what? And I didn't really I didn't get a chance, because my focus was after this draft was over, I was trying to get a nap in, right, for the drive tonight. So I didn't really get to look at everybody's team real well. I mean, obviously, like, everybody's going to say, I feel very comfortable with my team. You know, I think with just about anybody, your backups, just before the season starts, my backups could have been a little stronger, but my solid core that I was really shooting for, and that you should be going for, I feel, is to me is solid. Now, I think my son did amazing. Like, his weak point is running back. It's a little weak, but like I told him, man, you know, we don't really know, like, we all know every year this happens. So we all think we have it figured out, right, going into the season. And then there's always a couple guys that is on nobody's radar, isn't even talked about, wasn't even drafted, because another guy gets hurt or whatever happens, and now you have the availability of these other players. And sometimes those guys you draft late as backups become your top running back or receiver or whoever. But he drafted solid receivers, at least going into the season. He's got D-Hop, he's got OBJ, and he's got T.Y. Hilton. And then he's got, who the hell was his flex again? I forget who his flex was, his flex position. But, I mean, his three receivers are, like, top. Now, anything can happen. Anybody can get hurt. Waiver wire magic is exactly it, man. That's how you win a fantasy football league. It's very rare to go into a season and win a league without making any moves and not being really active with the waiver wire and picking up people. Very tough. Very difficult. I mean, everything has to go as planned, and you would have had to have the perfect draft, not only before the season, but the season finished, right? Like, everybody's kind of placed where they were or better than where they were ranked and where you got them. And that's where it's got to fall in line. Of course, probably stuck with Peter Minororis. Dude, your picks, though, were pretty good, man, for not being in there. You had a solid squad, like when you contacted me and said, oh, shit, I didn't realize. And that's the thing. I even sent you guys a league message at, like, when I went and dropped my dog off to get her nails trimmed and whatever. I sent out a league message you should have got, just saying, hey guys, the draft's at this time. You should be able to get in there at least 15 minutes or a half an hour before it starts, at least, to know what the order is and when you're picking, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, nobody replied to my thing, which was weird too, but I just figured everybody's busy, man. I know it's dead. It's kind of fun to joke around with what? What's dead? What were you saying, Camden? Nah, Carr's. I don't think Carr gets hurt, man. I took Carr as my backup quarterback. I think I talked about this earlier. I think Carr is going to have a bounce back year, to be honest with you. Carr is not a bad quarterback, guys. Not at all. Carr is a good quarterback. He had a bad year. Bad team. Hopefully they put some pieces together. They went out, they got Josh Jacobs. They got an actual running back. They went out and got Antonio Brown. Oh, Peterman jokes are dead? Yeah, geez, Peterman, man. I had Marshawn, Alex Collins, and Matt Breida. Nice journey, guys. Yeah, I'm usually in like 6 leagues, 7 leagues. I think I'm only going to be in 3 this year. Trying to cut back just because it gets to be too much. I can't stand auction drafts, but I continue to tell my guys that I'll play again. That's kind of a bigger boy league. That's $100 buy-in a team. And most years I just let it auto auction draft because I can't stand auction drafts. And then I go crazy in the waiver wire, like crazy in the waiver, because I always get stupid crap. Like I get the 2 top tight ends because for some reason it auto bids up so high on the 2 top tight ends. So like one year I had, what the hell did I have? This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I got like Gronk when he was still like the top, and I got Gronk and I got like Ertz or something. I don't remember. It was 2 of the top tight ends, and those are like my best picks. And everybody was mad, and they wanted they said that I auto picked. I did an auto pick and didn't draft, and I took the top 2 tight ends. I'm like, so what? That sucks for me. I got the 2 top tight ends. I got shit everywhere else. So, hey, get a leg in it, will you? You were looking bad. Where wires? Why? Yeah, man, I'm telling you. And another thing you can do too is if your league has defense does matter. Defense doesn't. Here's a little trick I'm going to give you guys too for fantasy football, or for daily fantasy football. Getting aside from yearly right now. If in DFS daily fantasy football, if you do like FanDuel where there is a defense, well, DraftKings is a defense too, I guess. But defense really doesn't matter in DFS. You can win, you can take down, you can cash, you can win tournaments, you can win a tournament, and your defense, because on the defensive end, there's too high a variance, especially with daily fantasy and the way they score it. So you're better off not spending up on your defense in DFS. Because you could take a bottom defense, and you can find a defense at a lower price that's in a very good matchup and has a chance of, has a really good chance of like maybe getting an interception, a touchdown. And that any defense can do that, right? It doesn't matter who's playing who. That's high variance. That's like when you talk DFS, you talk about variance. That's what baseball's like. Baseball, DFS for baseball is very high variance. Like, anybody can get up in the batter's box and hit something out of the park. Hell, anybody can get in a situation where the bases are loaded and it's this eighth hole hitter or 9-hole hitter and he hits a grand slam. I mean, it can happen. So baseball is very hard to predict because the variance is so high. But that's why in baseball and DFS, I personally usually like to pay down at pitcher that's in a good spot, like a pitcher that's in a good spot, and then I like to pay up at bats and take that chance and hope that my bats go crazy and it pays off. But again, there's still variance there. Again, anybody can hit a home run. You know, your Mike Trouts, your Cody Bellingers, the night you think, oh, they're in the prime spot, they're going to light it up, they're going to hit 2-3 home runs, they get you 0 points. And it's Verdugo or it's Matt Beauty or somebody that hits a home run or whatever in a later hole. And another thing that I do with baseball DFS is I try to be more unique. One thing is I will hedge off my pitcher, meaning if I'm playing a pitcher and they're playing whatever team, I may put a batter against my pitcher because, again, I've talked about this before. In DFS, most pitchers, it's very hard for the starting pitcher to get a win these days, right? When you're going after it, you're really not going after a win, especially in DFS. You're going for the strikeouts. So your pitcher could strike out the rest of the team, but there could be one guy that matches up well with them, or there could just be one guy with the high variance that just hits home run and maybe hits 2 home runs against your pitcher. And as long as your pitcher's smoking the rest of them and getting those strikeouts and you get those points, you're not going to. That's a very unique lineup. You're not going to see a lot of people do that. That gives you another creative edge, trying to be different, trying to be cute. Another thing I like to do is I like to run bottom of the order batting order in a good match for a good spot, or maybe run bottom and then start up to the bat. You know, come back to the front. Everybody likes to go like 1 through 4, 1 through 5. You know, break it up like 1, 2, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 5, or 1, 3, 4, whatever. But just switch it up. I went up against this ton of stacked teams last year. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. In season-long fantasy, it's really it's really who you play, right, and how they perform. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean it's not rocket science, but if you really think about it, you could have 6 weeks in, you could be sitting with the best record, but you haven't scored anywhere near as many points as another team that's got 2 or 3 losses. Reason being is because all of your wins have come and you've played guys that have scored a lot less and you haven't scored very high either, and you got those wins. So it is. I mean, it really is. Well, I would say there's still luck involved, absolutely. But there's a lot of things that you have to do right to even put yourself in having a chance of winning or taking down a GVB. A few things, like checking up on your lineups before lock, right? Or before the game starts to make sure that a guy didn't just all of a sudden get scratched. I mean, these are simple things, but these are things people don't do. I mean, you can look at lineups, you can go to a tournament, you can be looking at people's lineups, and you can see people that have NS next to it, and it wasn't a late scratch, or it wasn't after the game started, they didn't follow through, they didn't check at it. I always never listen to Matthew, yeah, right? There's also other things, too, though, that, like there are ways to get an edge, like Alex that owns Osimo. He's the number one player in the world for a reason. Well, there's a couple things. It helps his ranking that he plays a lot more money every day, but at the same time, just because you play more money, that puts you in an opportunity of you could lose a lot more money. if this was a game of luck, in DFS anyway, a guy playing way more money than a lot of other people every day, he could be really super duper in the hole. He could be like way negative, right? But and I get it. MME is what they call it's multi-entry basically, where you play 150 lineups, whether it's $1 entry per spot, or it's a quarter, or it's a nickel, or it's $25 a spot. Multi-entry is, a way to try to get an edge, but at the same time, if it would be all luck, if only one of your lineups cash and you don't take down the GPP, and you do that, I mean, good luck, right? Like, you're 25 ahead or whatever, you're playing a spot, and you only cash out one, and let's say you get 30th place, and it pays you $100, but you have 100 other spots that were $25 a piece, you're way in the hole, big time in the hole. Yeah, it's always a risk, right? Because even if you feel like you have something down, or you have it to a science, anybody can get hurt during a game. Injury is not something we can project. It's just a lot of different things. They can get ejected from a game after the game starts. I mean, a lot of different factors. So many different things you could look at and factor in, I guess. Very Orgradell. What's terrible advice, HR? Or hard R? What do you mean? Oh, Matthew Berry? I gotcha. Do you all believe the funny business between fan drug? I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I do know that there's no way that Chipotle Addict and the other one are not in collusion, man. There's no way they're not. They're always at the top of all their tournaments. They're always like, just one little thing is different or whatever, like, between them. It has to be like brothers or whatever that do all their stuff together. I don't buy it. I take down Chipotle quite often, though. I play him in head-to-heads, and he does a lot of different, I suppose it's just the luck of which lineups you have, and I don't know how he does it, but he must do like head-to-heads, normally in cash games, which that's what a head-to-head would be. You would only have one lineup. You only play one lineup in your cash game. So anything that's not a tournament that would pay out, anything that pays basically 50% of the 40 to 50% of the player pool is a cash game, right? Where, like, if it's a double up, it would pay like the top 40, not the top 50%, but the top 40, because they're taking that other 10% so that they exactly double out whatever you bought in to take care of their rake, which is their money for doing it, right? But, like a 50-50, 50% of them, 50% of the people get paid. If there's 100 people, if you're in the top 50, you win. But you only win, you're not winning the full double up. It's minus the 10% or the rake, whatever the rake is. So, yeah, like cash games, I don't know. I don't know if Chipotle and them like do tons of different lineups in their cash games and their head-to-heads against different people. But me personally, any cash game, my rule of thumb is you always roll one lineup with all your cash game lineups. With my GPPs, I never put the same GPP lineup in two different tournaments. I would always change it, whether it's even just one player, or it's three players, or it's whatever. I'm always changing it. It's not going to be the exact. For each GPP tournament, I would put my guys in. I don't know. Anybody who is serious about fantasy football needs to check out Fantasy Headliners. Yeah, I mean, I check out everybody, honestly. What did Super say? Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that's going on, man. All sorts of crap. Matthew Berry, yeah, I figured that out harder. I was reading back, like, okay. Example for random injuries. The Eagle quarterback last year, 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, things happen, you guys. There's a lot of things that we just can't. We don't know or aren't planned or aren't in the books. Sorry, I had to go around. There was a dead deer in the middle of the road. But yeah, I've heard of fantasy headliners. I'm actually gonna have for DFS football. Lance is very good at building models and stuff. You know, to figure out projections, create your own projections and stuff. And last year we had one where we had to go in and we had to update it every week. He's actually working on it where it should all be self-automated. Every week it'll update, so I'm pretty excited for that. I have a feeling. What's that? Ripped the deer on the road. Yeah, you guys saw that. That's why I had to go around. That's why I was the noise, like the wake me up noise, even though I'm really not that tired. Oh, I got you. I was just, you gotta understand, I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to stay on the road. It's all good. Sometimes it's hard. I'm trying to process everything as I'm reading. Chi-Town, it's not rigged. LOL. It's not rigged, yeah. Well, I don't know what would be rigged, man, because if you guys knew how much, and I'm sure a lot of other people spend a lot of money, but if you knew how much money I spend usually every week in back in the games thing, I mean, let's look at like even but that's the beauty of it. Like I'm not here complaining. I want 100% support back in the game, and it's all a risk. It's all a gamble every time you buy into anything, no matter where you go. But there's been a lot of these vintage set breaks that I've went ahead and made the big dent in them, taken 8, 10, 15, 20 packs out of the 40 or whatever, hit just kind of the not lower end, but like the mediocre hits, and there's most sets of that I've bought from that I haven't hit any of the big mantles. I haven't hit any of the big. I hit the Willie Mays. I hit the 65 Mays and the 65 set, which is a beautiful card. But a lot of times I've not done so well in those. And then remember like the 68 where it saw the Nolan Ryan, the mantle, all that. And then they random before I even got a pack open. I mean, that's every breaker. If they break enough product, every breaker's going to pull fire, right? But you have the people that you like, you have the people that you feel comfortable with, that feel like maybe family to you, you know, that you kind of rock with. Like back in the game, like me and back in the game are really, really tight, you know? And I've been through a lot of breakers in my time. I mean, Buck City Breaks, I'm still boys with them, but I haven't been in a break with Buck City Breaks for years. I was promoting them, helped promote them, Twitter, get them followers, a lot of other people have. And I'm just going to tell you, man, back in the game is a good dude, and he's got a cool, really cool thing going, man, really cool thing going. Like, all the vintage and all that stuff he has is just insane. And how well it is. How well. Do I know Chris and Adam? Of course I know Chris and Adam. Ask them if they know Deafness. Their boy Deafness 45 is. When they first started, when they had just a few subs on YouTube, and they were just starting. I gave away, I don't know how many hobby boxes. I promoted them and gave hobby boxes away for them. Like when they were starting to grow, when they first came out. Absolutely, man. I used to spend tons of money with Buck City. In fact, me and Chris, Buck City Chris, I still have his phone number. We used to text each other all the time, and we would talk about fantasy. Like our daily fantasy plays every day. Like we'd bounce off each other. Oh yeah, I know those guys real well. Yep. Know them really well. And I still consider them my boys, you know. To me, like for them, and I'm glad they got the success and they got as big as they got. But it's like when I would go into their chat room, like on YouTube, they got so big that it's like it's hard to keep up, you know. So many different new people in there, and you know, it's hard to have that conversation. I'd rather just text them outside of chat, not be in their streams, you know, help support other people and whatever. Yeah, Packers 87, yeah, they kind of combine with them, and yeah, PC 87. Yeah, man, folks, yeah, Chris and Adam. Oh yeah, I have their phone numbers, man. Yeah. I know a lot of people in the hobby. A lot of people. Done a lot of promotion things for them. You know, they used to, back a while ago, and I think that's because that's how I've always been. I've always been a networker. Meaning I've always been good at, like, helping others, trying to help others grow and doing things and different things to get things going. And I tell you what, back then, I've had my YouTube channel since like 2012, because you know when you have to create one when you're going to just watch people, and I was watching like whatever it would have been, MMA highlights, whatever back in the day, and then when I got back into cards, and then I started breaking, and when I was breaking like 2 years ago, I did my breaks on YouTube, but I brought this up before, and I've talked back in the game about this, I never pushed my YouTube channel back then. And I punched myself in the face every other day for not doing it. Because what I did is I just pushed my Twitter. So and I've told you guys this before too. The Twitter I have now is a newer Twitter. I've only had that Twitter for 4 or 5 months, I think. 6 months maybe max. And I've kind of laid off Twitter lately since I've been rolling with trying to push YouTube a little more. But yeah, I had like over 4,000 followers on Twitter, and that's what I used. I'd say, hey, follow me on Twitter. We're doing this giveaway with Buck City or whoever, or I'd help somebody else, or I'd network. Follow this person, follow this person. I'll give a hobby box away of this. Like I'm kind of doing the hobby packs and stuff now, and just help grow everybody. And a lot of people would look at me or call me as like the networker, or like just good at networking things. And that's why I'm a sales guy. That's what I do for a living. I sell, right? Somebody told me, I don't remember what, Brian Wynn or somebody in the chat one time said, or I don't remember who it was. One of the kids or something said I could sell snow to an Eskimo or something. I don't remember what it was, but I mean that's just kind of the way I am. It's my personality. It's the way I'm molded, I guess. But I never pushed my YouTube. I never said, and I was doing breaks on my YouTube, but I never said, hey, subscribe to my YouTube or do this or do that, even though I do my breaks on YouTube. So I sat with like 300, I think people just subbed because I was breaking there, but I didn't say anything about it. So I just sat with 300 or so forever. And then finally decided to take it serious again and just kind of tell my story and use it for my therapeutic stuff for my addiction and all that. And then I just kind of intermixed hobby and DFS and everything else, and it kind of give you the whatever. Never heard of them Taco Meat. What did Taco Meat say? I watch Top Corner, Breaks, and Siri Gaming. I don't think I've heard of either one of them either. Yeah, AIAB, I like the guy, man. Like, doing things like he sponsors the stuff, or I say he sponsors the stuff, he does card giveaways. If we hit certain things on mine, I help get him pushed. I help him with Twitter and all the other stuff, and just kind of be that sales voice for him. But the littler guys, and that's even with like everybody that's in the community, I'm all about like just trying to push everybody, trying to get it. And that's what drives me nuts with this whole We Grow Together thing. It was simply a hashtag created to basically tell people to be a tool to say, when you sub to somebody that you saw new in the chat, hey, at whoever, I just subbed you, man. Hey, welcome aboard. I just saw you. Welcome to the community. Welcome aboard. And then put a simple hashtag, We Grow Together. Just kind of let them know, hey, man, sub me. I'll sub you back. And then, you know, people go on these deep ends about weird stuff. And it's like, dude, no. Like, it's just simple things. But I have had conversations with AIAB. We had some text messages. We're going to probably do some kind of, I don't know, something. And I'm going to try to see what I can do to help him as well. I mean, not that he needs it. He's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Joe. Like, and yet people, like, want to snap and want to bite at this We Grow Together thing. And you know what else I kind of, you know, I always sit and ponder, and I always think about, like, all these people, like, even some that are, like, my boys, or apparently my boys, like, that don't embrace it, and that also think it's, like, some kind of other thing than it really is. And imagine if everybody would just, I'm not saying you have to be like this is the group or whatever, but if everybody would just embrace and just do the simple things of, not saying you have to hang out, whatever, the simple things of when they are in a group or in a chat, they're simply subbing everybody and everybody's subbing back. That's it, period. There doesn't have to be anything else. There doesn't have to be any people hanging out all day. There doesn't have to be any whatever. But can you imagine where this thing could go? And this thing is still going to go very far, whether these people do or not. Because you, like Joe just says, he's seeing tremendous growth, and he's not even doing much for content, he says right now. People helping each other. Man, this thing could go so far. In the way of the ultimate goal, which is just everybody growing, right? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, no, I get that, man. And you have to. And you guys have had. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? How's it going? You guys have had to. You've had to have heard me say that numerous times too. Like, not only guys sub each other, but check each other's content out. Come across people just by us being live and doing things. It's gonna go in and out. We're good. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Super. I mean, that's just it. At the end of the day, there's so many channels and good stuff out there, and everybody can offer something. And like I always say, some people want to point me as some leader or some whatever. No, I'm simply a networker. I'm simply a part of the community, the hobby community, whatever, life influencing community, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to name it. Some want to name it other things that are not even close to what they are. Whatever. It is what it is. But, yeah, why can't the Wi-Fi... Yeah, exactly. Because we're having some really good, in-depth, good conversations. And you know what I love the most? Is when we can have these streams and we can have these conversations and we can talk about certain topics and things, and we're not talking bad about anybody. We're not gossiping about stuff, because that's how I want to look at stuff. That's how I want to be viewed upon. positive topic related quality content. And I know this content, as far as what you're being able to see, is not the greatest, but I think we've hit on a lot of stuff, and I think we've had a lot of good topic conversations. So the listening content between all of us, and me reading off your comments so other people can hear if they're not watching or looking at comments when they rewatch this, is good. So yeah, I mean, it is in Camden. No one's saying you have to watch everybody. My simple thing I'm trying to say is, you just watch when you can and you mix it up. You know, like, I get it. I'm the same way. I'm subbed to so many different people. I have so many different recommendations. There's so many things, and sometimes you just got to pick and choose, you know, for uploaded videos or whatever. But you can always add things that are not live, that were already uploaded or that are uploaded. You can always add those to your saved playlist. I'm not saying you add 500 of them, because you'll probably never get to them. But you know what? If you see like 2 or 3 and you're like, oh man, which one do I watch? Click save the other ones, whoever it is. You know what I mean? And then go back and watch them when you have time. I don't know. I don't know where we are. We got to be getting close to probably 50 miles, maybe 50 miles to St. Louis. What's up, S. McGee? How you doing, man? Yeah, dude. Well, and again, this wasn't me, like, this idea of doing this tonight overnight was really not the idea. I knew there wasn't going to be a lot for you guys to see. It was going to be more the idea to help keep me awake through the night while everybody else is sleeping, and I don't want to have a lot of other noise. Let them sleep. Most of them have their headphones in anyway, listening to whatever, trying to sleep. But, you know, in the daytime when I go live, when we're in certain cool scenic areas, that will be awesome. And like when we hit St. Louis in 47 miles, I hope it's still kind of dark, because it's 4:30 here now. It should be. It'll be cool when it's all lit up. Like when we go through St. Louis, when you see St. Louis, we go over that bridge and there's all the lights, and just take in some of this stuff. And while we're on the way, have cool conversations. I love it, man. It's just keeping me awake. Like, if I wasn't doing this right now, guys, I'd probably be, about 2 hours ago, I probably would have just been flat out, like, droggy. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to make it. Maybe I should pull in a way stop. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, again, I thank each and every one of you guys for popping in here. I could have never imagined me having, like, 8 people at 4:30 in the morning hanging out and chatting with me to keep me up. That's just simply amazing, and that's simply awesome. And as Young Blogs would say, all 8 of you are heroes, and anyone else that's been in here earlier that's not here anymore are heroes. So thank you guys. Yeah, man, I mean, it should, Joe. At the same time, it should change your life. If you invest, and here's how I see things. You invest time, you invest money, time, whatever it is, into things that you enjoy and things that help you get through your day-to-day. Especially if you're battling certain things. If you come from that addictive personality or lifestyle. You invest it. Did you guys, Joe C., here's something I gotta ask you. Joe, did you watch that Brandon Novak interview yet? Or with that thing that he talks about his story? It's like an hour and 20 minutes long. Have you watched that yet? What's up, Lethal? Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Lethal, man. Yeah, it'll get better scenic here soon when we get to St. Louis, and when the sun comes up after St. Louis, and We can see more stuff. Yeah, dude, Joe, I'm telling you, man, that right there, when I watched that, and I've watched a lot of different things in the past, heard a lot of stories in the past, that was a touch close to home. That was a eye-opener. That was an amazing, and he did a great job. Like, you are tied in, you are cued into him talking for an hour and whatever, the 20 minutes or 30 minutes it was. If you guys don't know who Brandon Novak is, he wrote a book about addiction, and he actually wrote it. It was a #1 bestseller. He actually wrote it, and then he, what's up, S. McGee? He wrote it, and then after he wrote it, he even tells the story when you watch the interview. He even said that he was still getting doped up, and everybody else was contacting him saying, hey, I'm 90 days sober, I'm 6 months sober, and yet he was like, well, that's amazing, and he was basically getting high every day still and not sober and kept going back to the old life. And he talks about how he even had things set up to sign his book for money at a bookstore or a couple bookstores, and him and his manager basically took the books that were the stores, basically stole his own books, didn't show up at the place or whatever, signed them and resold them to somebody else. Basically stole his own books from a bookstore to get money to buy more whatever he was doing, heroin and all that shit. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, like he says, geographical change is not the key to recovery. And that's right, because like Novak thought that if he went to another country, everything would be good. And then he talks about, he gets out the plane, he goes to the hotel in this other country, and he meets a guy at a bar, and he goes, next thing you know, he finds himself going in the bathroom shooting up heroin every hour. But yet, he was going to go there, he was going to change, he wasn't going to do that anymore. It was going to be a new outlook on life. Because there were books at the store for him to sign for like a meet and greet. It was a #1 selling book on addiction that he wrote. He was also in Jackass for a long time. In fact, his best friend was Bam. Over to Bam's house, and when he got there, he pulled out something out of his pocket. He's trying to pull something out of his pocket, and a bag of drugs fell out of his pocket. And Bam saw it, and he said, "You're not going with us. You need to leave." Bad spot again. Recenter, what? Country, guys. Flea market on Sundays, that's awesome, man. I love flea markets. I love flea markets. Nothing like finding some good old stuff. G.I. Joes, vintage toys, vintage cards, junk wax, alligators, Gator. Give it a minute. Give it a second. Yeah, that's good. That's good to do it with your kids, man. It's like a family thing you can do. That's awesome. Oh, really? Nothing in MA, huh? Swamp. We got a TV show called Swamp People Down Under. There you go. Subbed you, Dave. I see you on the breakers. That's awesome. Camden's going to be right back. He's going to try to close his eyes for just a minute and then come back, and we're going to probably lose him. Just kidding, buddy. Do you, buddy. They ride along the bayous and kill alligators. Yeah, I used to watch that show quite a bit. Some of them guys are pretty hilarious. I mean, they're all very good at what they do, right? They all have their own talents, but some of those guys are just hilarious. It's the way they talk. Oh, really? All your shit was stolen? Like, someone broke into your place, or what, Dave? Dave, did someone break into your place, or what? So here's a little story for you guys. So I never really talk about him, but you know, I have a half brother, a step brother, and actually we're in Florida. I'm going to see my dad and my stepmom. They had a kid. You know, I remember my dad. You guys know the story. He walked out on me. He wasn't around for years. And then I think really the next time we ever heard from him was him telling us that we were going to have a brother, like years down the road, right? And now I think I brought it up before too. My stepmom's, she can be a strickler. Like she's from the South and she's worked in the prison system. Sorry, hard to talk. And so she's kind of a tough woman, and I don't know, my stepbrother, I mean, he's been in and out of juvie. He's basically in prison now, and he's been in there, like, he can't stay out, but talk about someone, he would steal anything and everything from my mom, my dad, my stepmom, to get money, to go sell more money, whatever. He'd steal their car. He stole their car one time and drove it from Ocala to like Miami, Florida. He finally got pulled over in Miami. And, I mean, geez, it's like, I honestly, personally, don't even know how. Even for drugs, even being an addict, I was never one that would steal or anything like that. And maybe it's because of the position I was still in. Still had the money, could just afford it myself, I guess. So I suppose I didn't have to do it. Maybe I would have if I would have been put in that spot. I don't get it. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, addiction is a disease. And that's, Brandon Novak talks about that too. He brings it up. He says, you know, and he keeps talking about it. If you watch the interview, you guys need to watch it because it's very good. Even if you're not an addict, you could probably take something out of it because the message is just very strong about everything he hits on, everything he talks about, everything he brings up. I mean, and he keeps going back to saying, But my addictive mind won't let me do that. It's telling me this. It's telling me, Brandon, you have to do this. And so I have to respond to my addictive mind, whatever. And he brings up the fact, like, he talks about, like, one time throughout his whole time where he said he was gonna chill out, not whatever, and he went to a bar. One time he went to a bar through all this where he only actually had 2 drinks. And he tells the story, he goes, I can tell you what I was wearing that day, who my bartender's name was, what time I left, what time I was in bed at, blah, blah, blah. But he goes, I can do that because I only had 2 drinks that night. He goes, but but any other night, I don't remember anything. Blackout or whatever. Don't remember who I'm with. I mean, that's just crazy. Big sharks, yeah. Big old sharks. No poison dart frogs. Funnel spiders. Maybe they're skipping us over St. Louis. I don't know. Past that truck. Yeah, in Australia. Drag race. Nah, we're not doing a drag race in here. Yeah, there's actually cars. Isn't that crazy? It's like, what? Say what? There's cars. Say what? 32 miles to St. Louis. And we're gonna go see them St. Louis boys. Little Nelly. If you wanna say ride with me with free wheeling and a bowl with a four-seat, oh, why do I feel this? So hey, it must be the money. What? It's almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, lethal. So again, I was talking about some things earlier, like how I never really pushed my YouTube channel. I never really did a lot with it. I was always more focused on like Twitter, like months ago. And I even did card breaks a while back, which I do card stuff, but I don't sell card breaks. And I never pushed my channel like for subs and whatever. But yeah, ever since I've put my focus on that, I think I shot up like 600 subs in like less than 2 months. So we're gonna keep it coming. Yeah, I'm gonna do a big old 24-hour stream here probably in the next couple weeks. Obviously, it won't happen this weekend or today. It's going to be a Saturday to a Sunday, Saturday morning to a Sunday morning, because obviously my work the rest of the week. But we're going to do all sorts of stuff. Tons of giveaways. We're going to have auctions. We're going to have everything mapped out, planned out, so you'll kind of know roughly. It might get off course a little bit. We'll have a pretty general sense of idea of like a rough time of when this is going to happen, when that's going to happen. We'll take trips to gas station. We'll do some mukbang, eating stuff at the gas station. We'll do all. It's gonna be just fun, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna wear some kind of goofy outfit, like a robe or something, a bathrobe. We were joking and saying like a Versace bathrobe. Use all that money that PayPal or that YouTube pays me, which isn't much of anything. Actually isn't anything right now because I'm not monetized. But if I were being paid by them, that was kind of a joke, but I might do some. Myself a Walmart bathrobe or something, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have everything mapped out, pretty much planned out. There'll be giveaways at all sorts of different times, so like during the day, evening, you know, late night, early morning. So, well, it's impossible. I'm driving most of the stream, and I mean, I can continue this to go. I can leave this on, but this isn't going to be like the giveaway stream because I don't have the product with us in the vehicle. This is vacation, but yeah, I'll probably keep it on. I mean, when the sun comes up, why not, right? Might as well just keep going. People will pop in and pop out. Alright, so we are, what is this? Oh, O'Fallon, right there. O'Fallon, was that O'Fallon, Missouri? I appreciate it, Lethal, man. Thank you, bud. There's a lot of other people, too, man, that have all grown along the way with us. Trying to help everybody out. We're trying to continue everybody's growth. And I guess, again, what I would tell people is anybody watching or listening, and I'm not saying I have the right plan. I'm not saying that at all. But the way that I made it happen in that time was consistency, setting a schedule for myself somewhat. Now, vacations and things like that are kind of unplanned from your normalcy, so different things go on, but still, you be consistent. If you tell people you're going to do something like this overnight drive stream, you do it. You're there. You show up. Big one for me is paying attention to all of your supporters, not just one or two people. Like, what I mean by that is recognizing everybody in the chat. When people are putting comments in, that you're reading them, that you're answering back, that you're acknowledging that they exist, that they're actually there. I mean, they are your supporters. They are the reason why the channel is there. If it wasn't for them, the channel wouldn't be going, or you'd be sitting there talking to nobody or chatting with nobody. So that's a key. That's a big thing. And the last part of it, I would say, honestly, is just be positive and, continue to try to push the fact of whether it's whatever hashtag you use or you don't use a hashtag. It doesn't come down to a hashtag, but just helping other people, man. Just like don't be a me person. Don't be a hey, it's just about me. It's just about me. Hey, look at me over here, and not talk about other people, not acknowledge other people, not bring up other people. I don't know. Don't be selfish, I guess. And I know that's hard for some people because a lot of people are that way, but I think, honestly, that's what interferes with maybe me and some other people that are, apparently my friends that really don't work hand in hand, where we could do huge things, but they don't want to because of whatever. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be selfish. Some people, that's just the way they are. But I'm not cloth that way. I don't know. I've been always a help first person. Help others first. Worry about yourself after. Fuck's sake. No, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. That's why he'll just watch Lethal Outdoor videos. Australia, yeah, be awesome. See, like know probably a few other people that if they were reading all this in their chat, they'd be like, oh hell, get all that shit get it out of here, or, go talk about all that somewhere else. I think that stuff's awesome. I think that guys in a channel talking about other channels is awesome. Now, I don't think it's so awesome when somebody's just trying to point their finger at only one person all the time and just say, oh yeah, this guy, he's got the awesomest stuff, just this guy, just this guy, just this guy. And it's like I just point just only one guy, always, But I think this is awesome where everybody's like, oh, I love Lethal Outdoors videos, watch them, I'm going to stay up, I can't sleep now, so I'm going to watch his channel. That's what I like. And again, that right there, alone right there, is helping others. That's helping Lethal Outdoors. Joe's helping Lethal Outdoors. Anyone else is talking about it, because now other people are going to go check out his channel. Yeah, I think it's awesome, guys. And then you get on a topic, and then we can talk about different animals in Australia and whatever. That's cool, man. I love it. Northern California, super. Yes, I do, he says. Hey, we're getting to like 4-lane highway here. This is cool. I actually feel like we're getting somewhere bigger. What's Zoe chewing up? Is she chewing up something, or is she... Guys? Oh, man. Hey, entering St. Louis County. Soon we'll be there. Big old bridge. That's... But Lethal, it's not hard for any channel to have that. You simply... Okay, here's how I look at it. You're always going to have people, as you continue to grow as a channel, you're always going to have people that are going to find you. You're always going to have people that come in that maybe aren't so positive or just want to say, oh, this is stupid, and maybe they're going to give you a thumbs down or whatever. Who cares, right? All that shit's just noise. But if you hear about or you find out people are just talking about you, you just block it. Block it out. That's all you gotta do. Don't carry on about it anymore. Don't let it all go. Block it out, and that's how you keep it that way. Just block the noise out. But like I said, me and Back in the Game talk about all the time. We simply say, as we continue to grow, we're going to have people come in that are going to create noise, that are going to try to hate on, that are going, or whatever you want to call it, that are just if you know who it is, just block them out. It's easy. Those droughts seem suspicious to me, but maybe I just need sleep, lol. What is she chewing on? Zoe, what do you got? Zoe. Is she sleeping? What are you chewing on, Bubba? What are you chewing on? What is she tearing up, guys? Mia, are you sleeping? What is Zoe tearing up down there? What is it? Hang on, guys. Huh? Just the bag? No. I just don't want her... She can't swallow that plastic, though. I think she's just tearing it up to tear it up or something to tear it up. Oh, should get her a freaking big bone or something. Maybe she'll chew on that. Should have done that earlier. It's 5 a.m. We're cooking along. We got some hype. We got some hype in the chat. Let's go. Nightbot's got to wake up. It's half up. There you go. be like a pet store or something. Like grab her a bone or something. Big old bone and chew on. Get her a big old bone. Yeah, you didn't even get timed out. Must be sleeping. Oh yeah, it did. Ha! Ha! I just read that. That's funny. Love Nightbot. Nightbot is great. Hype and morning Kool-Aid, sir. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Oh, a Tesla building. We just drove by a Tesla building. Oh, they're building something cool over here. Oh, it's a big old. That's a big golf thing. They got like a bar. Look at. It's a big golf thing. It's like a 400, 500 yard. Big old nets. That's crazy. Yeah, I would highly doubt you guys all make it that long. I'm sure some of you guys have to work too. It's not quite 24 hours though. I bet you it'll be about 22 and a half. And that's including stops. Because it's usually a 5 or 10 minute stop max. And we just fill up. Get whatever at the gas station, depending on what time it is. And just keep rolling. Joe's committed, man. Look at that. That's awesome. You know, I was wondering, maybe during the day we'll see if we get some new faces in here. You know, the hard part is you get new faces in here when you're doing like stuff like this that they don't understand that this is more just for a conversation kind of road trip conversation type thing. You know, some people are like, this isn't, they're just in a car or whatever. I mean, people do that. I'll watch my IRL streamers like, they're just in their car or whatever. But it'd be interesting to see what kind of, if we get some new faces in here in the next couple hours or throughout the day. We just keep it going. But I think what'll be cool is if we keep it going, then I'll take like the selfie stick, like if we stop, grab food, you know, whatever, and I'll kind of bring you out of the car and just keep it going, then we'll put it back in the dash, keep you driving, going to a store, whatever. I should probably slow down. It's like 60 here and I'm going like 71. Definitely getting close to Missouri here. Gotta be real close. I'm surprised she hasn't slept at all yet. I thought she was sleeping. I bet you she sleeps most of the day. Besides when we stop, she's gonna wake up, but her schedule's gonna be all messed up. Thought she would just hype down and sleep, like after like an hour or two. She's still going. Can't remember the other draft chat comments. Oh, I think I only added two. I think it was Bust and Sleeper. I think were the only two I added for that. Then what else did I add last night? I added like the one or whatever for the, grab me a one touch or whatever. We just hit a big one. And then there was one other command I thought I grabbed. Or I added. I'll have to add some more too. get at Camden with my dog, especially right now because this is a different vehicle. Like, we rented this vehicle, like she's not familiar with it, and new scenery. We've been going forever, and she's worried about, you know, she sleeps with me every night. She's worried about she's gonna miss something. Like, I'm gonna leave her, or I'm not gonna be in the car anymore, or something. And you know, one of those kind of deals. It's like a 5-lane highway right here, guys. Man, we've gone that far. We still got a half tank of gas. And I stopped when we were having a bad connection. Remember I told you guys about that gas station? I figured it was going to be about 3 hours. I think that was at 3:30. So I could probably go another hour and a half before I have to stop. Remember I said about 3 hours. Sample shiny car to get that one touch. Yeah. Combine the eight. Yeah, I mean, we can just keep adding stuff. I mean, yeah, quick grab me a one touch. This is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see like this, like the church building thing. I think we're getting into St. Louis now. We're 5 wide on the highway right now, guys. Chicago, Memphis. We're gonna stay on this. We're not gonna go the Memphis route. So we've been going 8 hours. Not streaming 8 hours, driving 8 hours. It's crazy. Let's set my cruise control. This car, I'm telling you, this van gets good gas mileage. Again, it's brand new. I mean, well, it had like 9,000 miles on it. Still brand new, pretty much. So we gotta stay 64 east, 55 north. 64 east, 55 north. So weird, man. We've been going all night. Some guy in a suit getting ready to go to his day office job. It's crazy to think you can be in a totally different place. No matter. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like, yes, that car just drove by me, and I see that guy in his business suit, like he's going to his, 6 or 7 o'clock job to 3, 4. How many states have y'all guys been? Well, me personally, I've like Nevada, Oklahoma City, Florida, Alabama. I've driven through Alabama before, taken that route. Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin. Like I said, Nevada, California, Michigan, Indiana. Been to quite a few for my own self. Super's been to Cali, Arizona, New Mexico. Joe, anyone else? We got 7 in here. We probably lost one of the heroes, but It's all good. You guys have been troopers. Super troopers. Man. It's been amazing. Washington, Hawaii, California. Super. Four states: Ohio, PA, Kentucky, Tennessee. It really drove through. Carolinas. What's up, Reds fan for life? It's all good, brother. We're just there. They did I did this overnight so they could keep me up. Whoever popped in, and to be honest with you, being 100% honest with you, I thought I'd have maybe one or two people in here, and I've legit had at times there was two, but that was when I think the stream was not working so well. But there's been 8, 10. Well, earlier, like 1 o'clock in the morning when we first started, there was like 18, 19, but it's been pretty good. 7 to 10 people. Weird hours. Rana's still just been chilling, lurking in the back. His eyes probably opening and closing. We are the champions, that's right. We are the champions. So just chill, Bubba. You're fine. You need to go night-nights. I don't know how you're still doing it. You haven't slept at all. Yeah, you haven't slept at all yet. You gotta be tired, honey. Just open the sick ghost. Oh, really? Nice, dude. We are the champions. Nobody knows it, but we are the champions of the world. Might get copyrighted striked again. I better be careful. I'm just kidding. That's streetlights. What? Oh. I think it's the street lights. Yeah. Piece this, piece that. Whatever I try to get a piece of mine. People trying to get my piece. So I gotta grab my piece. It's the return of the gangsta, thanks to a little bit of Outcast. Here we go, a little scenic, a little scenery, a little town action. This is what I like to see. Something actually like going on. People actually living somewhere. We're not in the Walking Dead zones. Later, Superman. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for hanging out, brother. That's awesome. You are a true hero, as my boy Young Vlog would say. You are a hero. You did amazing. Get some sleep, brother. Again, I appreciate you, man. Each and every one of you guys. Definitely see the other because I know you were. No, I did not at all. I haven't slept at all since the night before. I guess now. I guess not last night, but the night before because it's morning now. So No, I haven't slept yet. What may happen is, we'll see. My daughters will probably drive at some point, but probably not for another 3 or 4 hours at least. And I'm still good, especially when the sun's going to be coming up. Be perfectly fine. It was basically getting through the pitch dark, especially when you're not coming through towns and it's really dark out and you're getting tired, and that's the part that is tough. Time is, well, it's 5:20 here. 3:21. Wow. No, yeah, we're almost through the night, man. We are almost through the night. Joe's 6:21. He's got to have the sun rising soon. It's the return of the gangsta, thanks to we're going to Ocala, Florida. Ocala, it's Central Florida. So basically, that's where my dad lives. Dad and stepmom are. So basically, what'll happen is when we're in Ocala, we will be like an hour and like 20 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean, like Daytona Beach, and we'll be like an hour and a half or so from the Gulf side. So we're central. We can go either way, east or west, and pretty much hit the beach. It's basically right to pretty much Daytona. So then we'll probably hit up maybe both, or we'll decide on what we want to do. Both sides, different days, and then may hit the amusement park, either Universal Studios or Busch Gardens or something. And my little nephew will be, I'm sure we'll be there a lot of the time too. Hang out with the kids. So, and then they have a pool, it's an above ground pool, but my dad's kind of always into doing things. I think he dug it out, like the backyard. He dug it out some, so it's not as above ground as we would think. But I don't know. We'll see. See when we get there. We will see when we get there. Yeah, we're definitely getting into the St. Louis area. A lot of buildings. There's a Barnes Jewish big building. It says Barnes Jewish on the side. Some healthcare. Kings Highway. Oh, these 4-lane highways. 4-lane wide. Man, we've been cruising along. Microsoft, IKEA. Okay, now we're getting into St. Louis. I'm about to see St. Louis right now, guys. Yeah, it's 5:30 here. 5:25 a.m. Yep, there we go. St. Louis. You see the arches right there, guys. I don't know if you can see it. See that red light? There's red lights that are blinking. The lower one, that's what is that? The St. Louis Arch. The main thing, one of the things in St. Louis. You're going to see it over there. Probably get a better look here in a little bit. Once we get past all this blockage. Alright, brother. Be good, man. No, my daughter's gonna drive a little bit here. When the sun comes up, it's daylight. When she's rested. Man, it's so cool, guys. So cool. Over there to the left. Man, I wish I had like the selfie stick to turn it more. See it, but St. Louis Aquarium at Union Stadium. That's cool. Look at all this. We're gonna go by the arches here. Yeah, it's lit up. Yeah, should be. There's a stadium. There's St. Louis Blues play there. All right, we gotta stay on. Make sure we're going the right way here. We got like a big old highway above us. It's kind of weird. It's like another bridge. We're on a bridge. St. Louis Cardinals Stadium's right here. Guys, we're going right by the Cardinals Stadium. Is right to the left of us. Busch Stadium. We're driving right by it right now. It's right to the left. Like, we're 100 feet from it. 200 feet, maybe. You gotta sit down, Bobo. Yep, there's the big arch. And alright, now we gotta figure out 0.7 miles. So we want to go north, right? Yeah. Oh, look at how cool that is. Look over there at me. Look at that building that's changing colors by the arch. Look at it. You see it? 64 east, 55 north. Welcome to Illinois. Alright, we just crossed the bridge. We're in Illinois. Hope we went the right way. That kind of was tricky there. Both signs said that it was 55. Welcome to his state, he says. Nice and bumpy roads. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta recenter this. We just drove right by Busch Stadium where the St. Louis Cardinals play, man. That's where the Cardinals play baseball. St. Louis. keep it going a little bit longer. Said I haven't slept at all. This is just gonna. Nobody's obligated or has to stay on here, man. It's you guys have been nothing but warriors, man. It's awesome. 64. I don't know. Dude, I'm good. It's sun's about to come up now. I'm not even that tired right now. Too much adrenaline going, flowing. You know how it is. You go on a vacation. LA Memorial Coliseum. Who did I pick in the draft? So I got I ended up with the number one pick through the random whatever, but I can't stand the first pick, especially in 10 or 12 man leagues. So I went with Barkley, but then I didn't pick again until like 2021 or whatever. So I got Barkley, I got James Conner, Baker Mayfield, who I drafted kind of early to where they had him projected, but I believe in him. Tyler Boyd, Evan Ingram. I don't remember all my Chargers defense. I don't remember the rest of my receivers off the top of my head. Who the hell else did I get? I got a better receiver before Boyd or before. I'm trying to remember who it was. I know I got Will Fuller later in the rounds as a backup. I don't remember. But I got Baker, Barkley, James Conner, and then I actually took Jalen Samuels to handcuff to Connor in case Connor got hurt or something. So I think it was such a bad thing. Shane Louis. Tyreek Hill I did not take. No, someone else drafted him. My son, I know he has 3 stud receivers, and this is PPR. He has D-Hop, OBJ, and T.Y. Hilton as his 3 starting receivers. It was a 10-man league. No, Zoe. No. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember who. Yeah, his receivers are great. I mean, his running backs are so-so, but like we all say, like we were talking about earlier in the stream, a lot earlier tonight, you know, you don't really know. There's guys that are going to shine, that are going to... No! They're going to shine, that are going to come through. Zoe! She's barking at the big semi. Now it's lighter out. But they're going to shine through. And there's going to be guys that get hurt that were top picks. And there's going to be a guy where nobody's talking about. Nobody's, running back, receiver, quarterback, you name it. All positions. There's going to be those guys. Every year there's those guys. every single year. Am I back in? The hell am I? I don't even know. We were just in St. Louis. Drove by, and then it said we're in Illinois. But I don't know if it was a quick Illinois hop or what. Say hi to Zoe for me. Yeah, for sure. She's back there now. I'm gonna wait till she comes back up, but when she does, I will. I will for sure say hi to her for you. No problem. Yeah, Missouri's not bad. You know, and that's just, guys, I talk about Young's vlog and Nene. Young performs at Liverpool Legends in Branson, Missouri, the auditorium there. It's like a Beatles auditorium. The Yellow Submarine, they have actual Beatle cars that are yellow that have like the thing on them like a submarine. And he plays for that band there. He plays John Lennon, Scuffed John Lennon, he calls himself, for the Scuffed Beatles. They're so good. They're so good at doing the remakes of the Beatles. Zoe, stop! That's awesome. Yeah, she's a big baby. She barks. It's funny because Zoe's not a barking dog. Like, she barks when she hears an abnormal noise to like bring attention, to let me or whoever know. She barks at like semis. She barks at when she sees dogs that are walking, like if we're in a car. If she's in a car, she will bark at them. But if we actually go walking, like we go on walks, we walk by dogs all the time. There's only been like once or twice where she's tried to like bark a little bit after, but usually she doesn't. It's when she's in a vehicle, like she tries to act tough. But when she's around them, she wants to play, just like with kids, man. She wants attention. She wants to play with them. Just a big baby. Just a big baby. Kind of cool seeing the sunrise now. It's cloudy. Got some little cool colors in the sky. Lucy in the sky tonight. Do do do. My dog's bark. Clouds. Yeah, really? That's awesome. That's what dogs are supposed to do. You know? They're supposed to bark. In fact, I used to worry like a year or so ago because like she just wouldn't bark at anything or ever. She's, now that she knows she's got a voice, she tries to use a little more than maybe she really needs to, but again, she doesn't usually bark at other dogs. Like if she's outside of the car, if she's in a vehicle, she will bark if she sees a dog. Just trying to be tough. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. What, bud? Yeah, it's in my bag. Oh shit, that's in the bag. Here. Let's see if I can. Will that reach? Hang on. This is pretty long. It's so shiny in my best Pepino Man voice. Make sure to check out my man's channel. I appreciate it, Reds. Yeah. She is. She's the big baby. You know, it's... And I think she just gets a separation anxiety, like thinking I'm gonna not be... If she sleeps or something, like still driving in a vehicle and stuff, in a new vehicle. Not know where we're going, not familiar with anything. I mean, guys, gotta remember, she is with me all the time. Like, besides, like, when I went to Chicago and my son is with her, who takes great care of her or whatever, like, she is with me all the time. You know, I work from home, so it's not like I leave every day for 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever time, and, you know, unless I go to the gym or I go do this or do that for an hour here, hour there, she's always with me. Yeah. Move on, my love. Move on, my love. We are under 13 hours away. We are doing great. We are doing great, guys. I got a Lamar Jackson. Hey, that's not bad. Lamar's good. She has not slept yet in this trip. Like, when we go up to my cabin in in my vehicle, when she knows it's our vehicle, she'll usually be hyper the first half hour, 40 minutes, and then she calms down and she sleeps. But she's gonna sleep eventually. She's really fighting this. It's a cool sky. Look at the sky, guys. You can see it all in there in the stream. It's really beautiful this morning. What am I singing? What song was I singing? I don't even remember what I was singing. Yeah, it's freaking amazing. I mean, look at that sky. It's so beautiful. You guys got anything crazy planned for today? Sunday? good. Losing everybody or what? Anybody got any big plans today? So my friend, he moved from his friends. Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. Friend from France is visiting. That's very, very cool. Yemda doesn't know yet. Oh, okay. Come back in a couple of years. That's cool. Dak Prescott is my starter. There you go. Not so bad there, everybody. You go Dak. He's got Cooper, Gallup. Who else? They go out and get somebody else. Dallas receiver. Waiton's coming. Waiton's back, isn't he? Or did he retire? I don't remember. Is it Witten that came back? Airport. McCown. I'm gonna retire. Zoe. No. Never mind. Just laying down. Just lay down and rest your head. I don't know why you just don't lay your head on the floor with the pet blankets and the stuff I've set up for you. This dog is spoiled, but she just doesn't take advantage of it the right way. Hashtag brain dead at 3 to 6 a.m. I get that, man. Oh, he's on the Eagles now? This time with Philly? Where'd Big Dick Nick go? Where'd he go again? Mr. Foles? Yeah, Waiton's back. Guess who's back? Waiton's back. Yes, he's back. Waiton's back. Guess who's back? Waiton's back. Guess who's back? Waiton's back. Guess who's back? Waiton's back. Dak threw it to a monster, and nobody wants to see him hit the end zone no more. Somebody wants to chop liver. But this defense is so complicating. And I can't seem to throw no interception, so I throw it back to Mr. Witten from Dak, and you want to know what happened? All right. I'm road. I got the mic in my hand. I'm out of control. I'm about to drop some bombs and let you know that my mom's is gonna come with the full neck hold. I'll be bold with my writing and my font is out of control. When I put it on the paper and I put it on the mic, you better watch out because I'm about to drop this shit right. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's early morning. I'm driving this van and we're going. It's hashtag van life and we're showing that the miles on this van are really rolling because the wheels keep turning and I'm controlling because I got the steering wheel in my hand and you be knowing that I got my crew with me. We be streaming till we get through, till we see the sun rise. People can't compromise. Because when they try to complicate, I just go into the end zone like Antonio Gates from Rivers. And I be feeling it like shivers. And I be thrilling it like a movie. It may be a horse scene, but I don't care because I'm not coming through like Dorsey in the stadium. Better watch out because I'm Trent. I can't even speak. I'm like so off. My mind is incomplete. So let me drop this beat and let me show you how I rhyme. When I come through, I'm about to design a wall, a master plan. I come back with my mic and you know that I'll... Whatever. I don't see the sign. I read it. I go another way because the road is closed and you better know that when I drop this microphone, it's out of control. The zone is creeping as I'm beeping. You better know that it's about to be the end of the weekend by the time I roll into Florida. But these kids never know that I'm a show ya. Because I'm the controller. The #1 mic spot holder. 5-star, 5 mics. I drop like Mike's and Ike's. It's like a candy you cannot see. If you're rocking this, then you are forcing me. I don't know. I'm out of control. What are you? I think I'm waking up the kids with my rhymes, telling them to go back to sleep so I can compromise. That's funny. Oh yeah, at 6 in the morning with no sleep. That's me trying to gravitate from my mind. Gravitation, levitation. Let me grab this mic and let me get to saying that I be spraying MCs lyrically, pushing disease through them so they cannot breathe. Their nose is closed. Oh no, I'm about to take control over this Liverpool. No, where's my boy Young Vlogs and Mimi? Van life, we rolling and you see me. I be creepy when I be rolling, cause strolling, you know that we be the ones you be knowing. This is how you get me when I'm on no sleep. Give me that guitar and give me that crazy beat. And let me show you how that I can compete with these other people that say they can beat me. Well, let's see. Let's get into this complicated confrontation, and you know that you will never be saying anything straight again, kid. Get that smile off your face, cause you have nothing to lose, and I got nothing but mace. Kicking straight out of my rhymes when I kick from behind. You better watch out, cause you know that I'm about to design a masterpiece, a pastis. You don't even really know because I be coming with no creases in my jeans like Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre. Cause I be doing it my way, cause this is not Dre Day, this is a better day. It's a good day like Ice Cube. Oh no, I just said that and it's past your curfew. So please go to sleep as I kick these beats and I rock this stuff right down the street so you see me. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna keep driving this van until I lose control. What's everyone's thoughts? Yeah, people are like, stop rapping or doing whatever you're doing. What's up, Fat Sam 25? Welcome to the show. You are welcome. You are in the Deafness 45 morning talk show. It's about, I don't know, probably 70 degrees outside right now. It's 5:55. We're waiting for the weatherman or the traffic jam people to come call through, but hope your day is well. You are the missing link. Ah! Don't take offense to Nightbot, Fat Sam. It's Nightbot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't take offense to Nightbot. I don't control that. It's completely on itself. It's probably from the emoji fires, which is actually cool. I appreciate you dropping those. Thank you. Did you get some sleep at least? I know it's not easy sleeping in the car. Did you keep your earphones in?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should have wore some earplugs.
It's alright. I can't really sleep with stuff in my ears.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I can fall asleep to any noise.
I gotcha. Wake up, Nightbot. Wake up, Nightbot. Well, Fat Sam, I'm 25. I appreciate you popping in, man. I haven't seen you personally on the channel before. We're actually just on a road trip driving to Florida. It's me with my 4 children and my niece and my dog, my Rottweiler Zoe. So we actually rented a van, so we have a lot of room for this travel, and do a lot of different streaming stuff. I do sports stuff. I do daily walk vlogs, which I talk about life, my addiction, whatever else, anything else. Yeah, and then we do hobby stuff, sports cards, you name it. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you come back. Hopefully you subscribe. We kind of live off a thing we call hashtag We Grow Together. It is not a cult movement, however, it is a community. And yeah, if you sub, we'll sub you back, and it's all good. I will be doing a Zoe. You can't get in my lap. And hi, Zoe. Reds fan for Life 5 wanted me to say good morning to you, even though you never even went to bed tonight. At all. You haven't slept at all. You need to go pass out. What was I gonna say? What was I talking about? Oh, I am gonna be doing my stuff. We're gonna do a lot of different stuff. Check it out. I'm going on no sleep, and I'm not even gonna pout. I'm gonna kick this ramen. I'm gonna let you all shout. I'm gonna say what's up to Zoe, because they all know me. They sold me. They thought they told me, but I will show thee. Nobody can get. What is it? Alright, Reds fan. Take it easy, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out, man, and keeping me awake all night. That's awesome. You guys are all heroes. All of y'all are heroes. Oh, our health is bad. Uh-oh. Must have a good day. That's open. I should have got her a, maybe she'll get wore out. She hasn't slept at all already. But we've been going 9 hours. Probably got at least 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep. At least you got some sleep. You can sleep more. We're gonna stop here probably in a little bit. Get gas again. We're only under a half a tank. This thing gets such great gas. We stopped at what, 3:30? Like that's about when we stopped. I think when I filled up, and we're just under a half tank. Like we've never gone more. Well, that last stop we're at a little under a quarter. So and that was like $24. So you got to add the $24 to the thing. Yeah, I want to keep tabs on all that and see how much it was to like get there. Just see what the total trip was. What's up, Kelly Cards? How you doing, brother? Good morning, man. We've been going pretty much all night. I started the stream at about 12:45, 1 o'clock after the UFC. After I knew the UFC fights were over and after everything else, we had a blotch spot from like through the end of Iowa into the beginning of Missouri, which looks like we're going through a little bit of a blotch spot right now. But these guys, man, these guys kept me up all night, like keeping me going. And I feel good right now for not sleeping. But it has been glitchy. It was going great for a long time there. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope everything's good with you. Which one was it? Oh, was it the 6 boxes? Here's what I'm going to suggest to you, Kelly. Here's what I tell you. Dude, you killed it your last break, right? But take baby steps, like in the growth of selling brakes and stuff. Take baby steps. Like, what I mean by that is you killed it. No, Camden, he wasn't like giving you crap. He was saying, like, he was joking. He's like, Nightbot's on one with you tonight. Like, Nightbot's you're gonna get the record for being timed out by a Nightbot. But that's completely done by Nightbot. Nobody has any control of that. He's not making fun of you or anything. He was saying, like, LOL, like, Nightbot's gonna get a record for timing you out. Like, the amount of times you get timed out in the chat. It's not controlled by anybody, though. He didn't mean anything bad by it. What's up, hobbyist? Good morning, brother. We've been going about 9 hours now, driving. It's sun's coming up again. We made it through the night, so all is good. We're almost the half-point mark here. Yeah, Kelly, as long as you're selling brakes, you don't and you don't have to go, like, it doesn't matter the amount of boxes you do, right? I mean, yeah, it helps, but you're just starting to do brakes. So you had a successful 3-box brake. So I wouldn't get discouraged that you tried to double the amount of boxes in one brake and you couldn't solve the spots. What I would do is I would either do the same brake, which I'm sure you'll have no problem filling, or I would even go to a 2-box or whatever. You don't always have to, a 3-box brake's a pretty big brake for anybody starting out. I mean, for you to be able to do that and fill it last time is awesome for just starting to do brakes. So I wouldn't get discouraged that you couldn't sell out a 6-spot or a 6-box brake. I mean, dude, that's guys. Some guys can't do that have been braking for a year. Depends on how much volume they're doing, and how much they brake and how often. But oh yeah, we got to be getting close to Tennessee, man. We're the old halfway mark about. So yeah. It's nice to see the sun up again, though. Well, right, but you got to sell 30 spots. Oh, 8 spots of the 3 one? Yeah, then just go with it. I don't know which one you're referring to. I apologize. Just roll with it then, dude. Roll with it. I think we do roll through Chattanooga, man, honestly. Pretty sure that's the way this route takes us. maybe I'll see if it's coming up. Maybe if you're around, maybe you can meet us. Like, I don't want to go too far up the highway because I want to keep kicking because I don't want to get into Florida too late. But just like meet up off the highway or something, just to do a hey, what's up, get a photo and whatever. Be like, hey, I met Mud Dog, and you can be like, hey, I met Deafness. Be cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're always going to have like 3 or 6 people that probably are always going to be down for any break, regardless of how big it is. But it's hard to get the rest of your audience when you're starting to just build your community. It's going to be really hard to fill 30 spots or whatever. You know what I mean? Like at a higher price. You gotta, you should be looking to be doing that when you like double up where you're at. So whatever you're at in your sub count, like when you get double that, or when you get, double the people that are actually interested, that buy into brakes, or that are into actually getting into brakes, because not all your people are all into buying into brakes either. They just like to watch your content. They're just whatever. So that's how I'd look at it. Yeah, they are, man. They're a super tough break. But he is on Twitter. He is on Instagram as well. He started all that up, and that's where you need to really be pushing the brakes, which I've seen you, and I've retweeted your brake stuff when I see it. So awesome, man. Congratulations, brother. 600 will be not far from now, and then 1,000 will be not far after. Just keep pushing it. Pushing the envelope. Soon fill up. If you guys want to get anything to eat, you're hungry, when everybody gets hungry. There is also, not that probably anybody wants it right now, but there is, Alexis grabbed and Mona made a bunch of chocolate chip cookies. So there's like 2 big bags of chocolate chip cookies back there somewhere. And then I got some waters, some Fiji waters I picked up. We do have a cooler, so we can get some ice. I mean, I prefer to just get a styrofoam cup of fountain pop each time I stop. It's only like 80 cents, but, going through a bad spot again, obviously. We're going to stop soon and then use the restrooms, fill up, get some food if you want anything for like breakfast, something to get in your stomachs. All the superheroes? Who's all the superheroes, Camden? You're all superheroes. I don't get what you mean. Good, man. I mean, how long? It didn't take you long to sell, did it? I mean, it didn't take you that long to sell. Well, here's the thing. So the everybody that was in your 6 box, I mean, they would probably all be down. Maybe you do 2 of them. Maybe that's what you do. Kelly, maybe that's what you do. If you had a 6 box thing going on, maybe you break it up and maybe either you do one of them a division, 3 box division, and then do the other one a 3 box team, or you do both of them a 3 box division but break them up, sell them into 2 different ones. And then I'd probably do 1 division, 1 teams, and then try to focus on selling the division one first, maybe. But what's going to happen is those 8 spots you filled, I bet you all 8 of those are going to want in on either the division or the other one. Yeah, so you honestly, dude, you'd probably fill that 3-box division right away with, out of those 8 people, I'm sure 6 of those would want in. Yeah, my dog's gonna bark now. We're going by a truck again, and we're in a car. Imagine that. She's so driven by trucks when we're in her car, but she won't bark at them when we're just walking outside. It's like she thinks the truck's gonna get us or something. I don't get it. It's like she thinks the truck's gonna get us. Oh, come on, dude. You gotta pick it up a little bit here. You're in the fast lane. Should I drive up on the ramp? Should we do some Fast and Furious stuff? Like get the wrench to throw back to us like in the movie? Guys, should we do some Fast and Furious stuff? He's got a winch. Gabe. It sells easy. I think most people like it. Probably all day, every day. I mean, don't overdo it. Either alligator trying to fish or hunt a gator and putting a winch on the front of its thing and just reeling it in. Now that's some content. Well, here's my opinion on teams and in divisions. When I used to break, I don't know if you guys can hear me because it went to a bad reception again, but when I used to do card breaks, I used to only sell divisions, random divisions, football, baseball, basketball. And why? Because I personally only like to get into division breaks. I'll get into whatever's available, but I would rather be in division all day, every day. And here's why. Because it's more money, but you're getting 4 teams, right? So the other thing you could do too, Kelly, is you could change it up. You know how some divisions are loaded more than others? You could do hybrid division breaks. You could do where it's complete hybrid division, but the way it works is you take the 6 spots and they each get 5 teams, but you random them all. So you put their name in, you put each spot's name in 6 times, you random all the names, then you random all the teams. And then you match them up. But that's almost a cooler idea because then divisions like AL Central, which they have Eloy if it's 2019, but that's about it. And some of those other divisions that suck could be split up a little better, and people might be more intrigued to do it as well because they might. Ooh, look at that nice sun! Look at the sun how bright it is. You gotta take a picture of that. That's like picture worthy. Too bad the windshield's so. Yeah, the sun is beautiful. Sun rising. It's nice and bright orange. Yeah, but do you get what I'm hearing? Do you hear what I'm saying, Kelly? It's so shiny. The sun is so shiny. I think it's cool though if you did like hybrid divisions. So you just take, there's 6 spots, and each spot gets 5 slots. So there's 30 slots total, and then you random the names, and you random the teams, and you match them up, and whatever each one they're at, that's who they get. But I prefer randoms, or divisions, always. Yeah, some people are, man. You're not the only one. There was a time where I used to, like, after I stopped doing brakes for a while, and the only reason I stopped braking is because, I've said it before, but it's just like with me doing auctions. When I do an auction, everybody knows that I can't get the stuff out probably till Saturday, and it's on Tuesday night. But with brakes, that's the same thing. By the time I could get everything sorted and packaged, me doing it solo, most breakers have some kind of help, or have, like, even back in the game, his wife helps him, you know? Like, she helps him do the packaging. I don't know how much sorting, but at least packaging and all that stuff. I don't have another hand to do it. So, can you imagine, like, even if I did it one night a week, if I ripped 40 boxes of product, and let's say one or two of them is like a Topps Jumbo, like, that's a lot of sorting, and that's a lot of packaging. Yeah, she's probably getting tired at this point, I would assume, the dog. But, I don't know, man. But yeah, after I stopped braking, I focused more myself on buying, like, cards I wanted or would go after, instead of investing it to try to hit the card. I mean, there's pros and cons both ways. It's just like my boy Lance always says, if you're buying product, if you're buying boxes, like if you're buying them to grip yourself, he always has his acronym that he says ABH, always buy hobby. You know, I mean, you see it time and time again. You can get lucky and you can pull a crazy auto out of a retail box, and Retail Blaster high numbers have been great, like they were good to me. But like, you see guys on Twitter and social media is like ripping companies, and they're like, hey, I bought 12 blaster boxes of Top Stadium Club and I didn't get one hit or one auto or whatever. Well, there's no guarantee in retail, number one. And if you would have bought the 12 blasters you bought, you could have bought almost 2 hobby boxes of Top Stadium Club, and you would have been guaranteed 4 autographs. Guaranteed. Now, whether you get Pete Alonso, Tatis, or, you know, Reese McGuire, or somebody, a pitcher, just a no-namer, it's totally up in the air, but yeah, I mean, you can pull nasty stuff, I mean, and you see it all the time, but you're just taking a much bigger risk because you're not going to be guaranteed a hit. Not guaranteed a hit. Try to get out of where? Oh, he was forced to do a break? Nice. That's awesome. Well, it's good for you every once in a while, man. Even if you're against it, sometimes it's a good, as long as what you're against isn't a bad thing. Where are we now? I don't know. Where are we, guys? Do we know? My GPS, I don't really know. I don't know if it tells me. Let's see. If we're on the right track. Or drive, I think, from top to bottom because it's so long. And you're going like basically Big D. Hard Up Boy Lance has actually eat anything with it, but it's good. She didn't bark again. Is she laying down finally sleeping? Is she finally sleeping or what is she doing? Is she chewing on the plastic bag? Bone. Probably not the. Huh? Oh no. Oh, you know what? It might be the area. I'm sure she'll bark again. Yeah, it's probably the area. We're kind of in and out, crappy still some crazy stuff out there. I'm just referring more to the people that go buy 12 blasters, rip them for themselves, and then guarantee. Let's do this. Guess who's back, back, back? Kelly's back, back, back. Mud Dog back, back, back. Tell a friend. Kelly's back, Mud Dog's back. Kelly's back, Mud Dog's back. Kelly's back, Mud Dog's back. He created a monster. Nobody wants to see Kelly no more. 5 energy. I think that would do to me right now. Maybe just my stomach just feel blah. All that vitamin B and just sugar. I have used 5 hours before, but the hobbyist. Hey, hobbyist, question for you, man. People always ask me, and other people probably ask whatever, how did you come up with your name? I like it. That's what I'm curious. How did you come up with your name? Like, how did it come about? Like, you just put 2 and 2 together? Like, yeah, there you go. You got it, Kelly. You got it, Mud Dog. Hobbyist, how did you, come up with the name? You're just like cards, hobby. How did it come about, I guess? Just curious. I love it, Kelly. But he's operating. Hey! 64 east, 57 south, Memphis, Louisville. Let's go. Yeah, I know. Like, and you know what? I don't mind Kelly Cards, but that's why I always usually just call you, more or less, Mud Dog. I think you should have kept it Mud Dog, man. Personally, my own personal opinion. I get why you did it. I remember you explaining it, like your brother, whatever, does stuff too, whatever, but I don't know, man. I like the uniqueness of Mud Dog, or Mud Dog Cards, or is there gas stations up here? Oh yeah. So I get you outside, get you some water. Let's see, what gas station do we want to go to? Huh? Well, there's a lot of them over here, but I'm just trying to decide on which one we want to go to. This gas, $2.69. It's a lot higher here than it was. So let's see, we got K, we got Hux. Hux looks kind of, wait, they're $2.69. Why are they $2.69 and then they're $2.72? Video gaming. I had to get off the highway, guys, for a minute, so I don't. Hang on, baby. I'm gonna take you out in a minute. Go potty.
Does anyone else have to pee?
this in. The back. Maybe that fixed it. Hang on, Bubba. Daddy's gonna get. I'm gonna get you up body in a minute. I'm gonna get the. And you guys can go in. You use bathroom or anything, or get anything to drink or anything. You guys want to get any food yet? If anybody wants food, you guys just gotta speak up and let me know. Let's go to the potty, honey. Come here. Come here. Oh, it's filling up. Come here. Come on. Zoe, hit. Unleash her. Somebody unleash her, please, and then put the leash in there. Nobody needs anything else here right now? Everybody's good. Hey, look out, baby. You gotta look out. Come on. Come on. Nobody wants anything to eat? Huh? Nobody? Just keep going and we'll eat later? Alright. Can I get a ham and cheese sandwich? Yeah. Alright, we're out of here. I'm not even gonna go get my 25 cents change. I told him 25 bucks. And it was 24, like 79, I think. The guy even said, how about, I said, took a guess. He goes, how about 20? I said 25. He said, how about 26? I said, nah, because it was.
24.79.
Yeah, just say 25 bucks. We don't need to be the exact cent. I just, as long as it's within the dollar.
The third stop is 24, right?
Yeah. So we're not even at $100 yet in gas, and we're over halfway. It's good. Doing good. We need to get on here.
Whenever you want me to start driving to, like, maybe after the next stop, just let me know.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you feel ready, we can do that next stop. We'll get some food, and everybody can eat quick, and then we can go. And then I'll try to maybe, we'll take our time, we'll grab it wherever, and then we'll kind of just hang out, and I'll just get her food out, maybe a little bit of food, and see if she'll eat it all.
For the next stop?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The next time, yeah. And then see how that goes. What's up, Reds? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just filled up again. I don't even think it filled it. Oh. It got close to filling the tank. It stopped. It probably stopped before 25 and wanted me to do it so it wouldn't go over. It's alright. We're almost at a full tank. We're good. Not worried about it. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How many of these things can you have in what kind of time period here? Hang on. Alright. We want to go the right lane. Of course, we got to hit a spotty spot again. Man. 7. They got water. You got your bottle of water. Maybe Mia can try to give you some water. Or Evan. Go get some water, honey. Go get some water. Go get some water for Mia. She's got your water bottles. Next stop, we're going to fill your bowl and let you eat. See if you're hungry or not. There you go. She's good. She still hasn't slept. I don't know how she's still going, but maybe an hour. I don't know about that because she was chewing on a. Oh yeah. Not easy. Here she goes to bark at the motorcycle. Oh yeah, so tough. So tough. She's so tough. You're back again. Guess who's back? My dog's back. Kelly's back. My dog's back. No, Bubba, what are you doing? What's up, 959? Welcome, Moldy Duck Butter. Welcome to the Deafness 45 morning radio show. Getting a view here of 57 South. Weather seems to be fairly good. Probably about a 2% chance of storms today. Traffic seems to be okay. My evil twin. Nightbot is working. I know, man. What's up, Moldy Duck Butter? In the house. Moldy Duck Butter. Hope all's well, brother. We're just heading to Florida. Got that hashtag van life. Hey, you need to just lay down. Jeez Louisos. Go get some water and go lay down. Mia's got water for you. Mia has water for you. Oh yeah? Nice. Yeah, that's what she's kind of waiting for. Like, she's thinking we're just going to go to bed. And get a bed and just go to bed. Captain chairs? What do you mean? I don't know. They're like big. Yeah, they're like comfy. It's a nice. This is it's a Dodge Caravan, but it's like it's a 2019 Dodge Caravan. But you know, it's unlimited miles. It doesn't matter how many miles you go. You spin. Oh, those. I don't know. I would assume they do. Do those chairs spin around? The middle ones? Do we know? Your guys' chairs spin around so you can face the other way if you wanted to? Like, doesn't Mona's do that? So I would think, I mean, this is a 2019, it should. I think so. It's a Dodge Caravan, dude. It's pretty nice. Just renting it, the old Enterprise. Why don't you cut your phone right at Okay, you're. Yeah. The stream, she sprints away because of the big arm on the. Oh, on the yeah. That's funny. Isn't it crazy? Dogs are. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, you just need to go lay down, please. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh. Yeah. Beautiful. Just want you to know. I appreciate that 959. Seriously, man, it means a lot. What's up, boss? How you doing, brother? Good morning to you. Top of the hour, or almost top of the hour, getting close to. I can't believe it too. It's Sunday morning, so some of you guys aren't even sleeping in. They're hanging out, watching this straight drive. It's always freaking out at the trucks. So tough in the vehicle. Yep. Really? Big storm there, huh? So we went through some rain and dude, almost the whole ride last night when it was dark. Majority of it until about 2 o'clock, 2:30. Like when it got dark on was all like thunderstorms and lightning, and we went through some rain, and there was a time where it was almost like it was hail. It was coming down so hard, but it only lasted like 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, we're going by a prison. I don't know what prison that is. Nobody's out in the yard. See it? It's right up the highway. They got all the stands for the guards. I wonder what prison that is. I don't know where we are, dude. Rend Lake Recreation Complex, attractions, Pleasant Hollow Winery, camping, Whittington Woods Campgrounds. Stop licking. Can you guys have water for her? Go get some water, please. You're trying to lick like the car. You need water. Go get a drink of water. They got water for you. Go. Like squirt it. You squirt it. 57 South, I just don't know where we are, I guess. I could have told you 57 South, I knew that, but I don't really know where we are. Rend Lake area? Do you know where Rend Lake is? Well, yeah, we passed St. Louis, like, you guys? Did I lose you? charged? Actually, what's this at? Yeah, Fairfield, there you go. He's run figures a guy you do a playing card with him. Is that the Beetle? Ben? Zoe, chill out. I was saying the same thing about you, Spotty. Can't see myself on video, lol. Red Lake is good time down that way. Nice little reservoir with the beach. Nice. Shout out to Red Lake. Shout out to Fig. Shout out to Rana. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the ones that were up with me all night last night. Man. Real ones. Did we lose Chi-Town Breaks? His eyes are starting to close a little bit, but he's there. He was with us all night. Him, Camden, Reds fan was in and out. He's back. Who else was in there? I can't put my fingers on it. Who else was in there? Goat's Face. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Morning to you, sir. Who else was it? The overnight part. I can't think about it. Who was it? Oh my gosh. He was, well, I'm talking about like overnight. He was in there like early morning, but I'm talking about like overnight. It was Chi-Town, you, and who else?